Ronald Reagan did it, Arnold Schwarzenegger did it, and of course some people might say we've had a few actors over here in the United Kingdom in positions of political power. So is it really that extreme to believe that a former cable TV actress in the likes of a former member of the British monarchy who would have to relinquish her title, the Duchess of Sussex, really could pave a way to the most famous address in the United States of America, the White House? Well, apparently this is her plan. Let me explain. Hi, good morning. How are you? Nice to see you today. And as ever, thank you so much for joining me. One of the ideas, I don't know if you saw this recently, but their celebrated photographer, Miss Harriman, recently released these very arty black and white pictures of Meghan and Harry at the recent Germany Invictus Games. And this really, again, is sheer marketing, the fact that he is their official photographer. This is the man, of course, who allegedly was there when Her Majesty the Queen trotted down, complete with handbag, numerous times to go and see Princess Lily at Windsor, the infamous picture that nobody's ever seen. I mean, it's a farce, that particular story, isn't it? As we know, Her Majesty was suffering from great pain, but the way they portrayed it was, she was swinging down Windsor every 2 minutes, happy as Larry, ready to just have a picture taken with anybody, perhaps on an Instamatic. But it didn't really work out like that. Misson, of course, is their favourite photographer, and these pictures are very nice. There's no two ways about it. He's put it out basically to sort of counteract all the negative PR about Meghan and Harry at that recent Invictus Games, where apparently she stole the show, marching in front of the veterans, of course, in those shorts and culottes or whatever they're called, and flip-flops. Hardly Barbara Streisand in before the parade passes by, but there you go. That's Meghan's version of that. What about the White House, though? As you know, she's very, very keen politically. And what's interesting is that, they're looking at the bigger picture, her team, and they do believe that the general public, particularly over in the United States, do like her. Who is watching all of these downloads of Suits? It's not about her, though. It's not a one-woman show. Let's not forget that. But Meghan herself said that she's been invigorated by looking at other people who've gone down the same path as her. Namely, as I say, the late and wonderful actor Ronald Reagan, a big favourite of Margaret Thatcher, and Arnold Schwarzenegger. Other people have tried even to become mayor of New York. Let's not forget the Sex and the City star Cynthia Nixon, who failed abysmally, but because, again, she wasn't necessarily resonating with the public. You see, what they're trying to do by releasing pictures like that of Meghan in these very prestigious events, surrounded by adoring people, applauding her, looking very glamorous, this is the imagery that they want for her, for you to be able to buy into politically. Now, Meghan herself apparently is very much keeping a low-key event, no doubt covered head to toe in stress patches as she decides which direction to go to. She is looking for a brand new speechwriter. What's wrong with Harry? Give him some crayons, I'm sure he'll come up with something finally. But the bottom line, on a more serious note, is they're trying to build a team around her. And this is very serious, in fact, because obviously that would mark the first move into her political arena. And as Harry said before, he's quite happy to relinquish everything, give up everything for his wife to achieve her dreams. He feels that he's achieved his. And his big dream, of course, was to go and live over in Africa. That now seems to have been put on the back burner. But more importantly for Meghan, as she strives for political power, it's all down to you, yes, you people out there in the dark, who decides whether she can go the next stage. But that very expensive, very clever PR team of William Morris Endeavour will be doing their very best to reposition Meghan, not as an influencer, but to influence you. You buying it? Neil Sean in the very heart of Kensington.